Go ahead, Chris, in the back there.
Juwan, I mean, how much do you relish games like that? What does it take to be successful, especially in that first half when, points are hard to come by?
Just sticking to the plan, and just trusting our teammates. They are a very good team, very aggressive, handsy, and I think we kept our composure pretty good. It got kind of ugly in the first half, but we just stayed down, and we just depended on our players to make the right play, and I think we held it down for the first half.
Chris, go ahead.
Kelvin, Juwan's, knowledge and comfort in games like that, how much does that lift, the entire group when he's playing like that?
Obviously, we had a game plan from the get-go. Was to get into him, get the ball to him, and see how they were going to double him, where they were going to bring their help. First half, we left the help on the ball side, thinking they would double and we could kick it out for threes. And then we started cutting him through and bringing the other guy over. And as that action was occurring, it allowed Jaywan a little more freedom. Jaywan's, he's played on Final Four teams and Elite Eight teams, Big 12 champion, American. He's done nothing but win. He's the winningest player in the history of University of Houston. So no surprise there. But LJ, on a night when their guards are really aggressive, they're really athletic, really quick, I thought our execution was really good in the second half. We got the ball to where we wanted it, and then once we were able to pound it inside, then we got LJ loose off some pin downs and off of weak side ball movement. But the guy I was most proud of tonight was Uzan. He's playing the schedule we played in November. When he's still trying to figure out who we are and how we want to win and how is it we've been successful here. We're at 4 on Alabama in the last 3 minutes. We're up on Auburn. We're up 11 against San Diego State, and we found a way to lose all those games. But I think sometimes there's some resolve built with these kids that they can grow from it, but failure's never final. It's part of the process. Nate Oates is a good friend of mine. I think they lost 6 or 7 games in non-conference last year. I think they lost 12 games overall. Losing basketball games is not the end of the world. It's not football. Football, you lose a couple of games, you're out of how many bowls? Can't go to half of them. But in basketball, if you play a tough non-conference schedule, which we have, over the years we're used to winning those games, and we're in a position to win all 3 of them. But I think the guy that grew the most from those losses was Uzan. Proud of him tonight. Oklahoma State has a clear identity, which I think says a lot about Steve and what he's trying to do here. I go back to our first year at Houston. We were 13-19. I don't run from that. It is what it is. We took the job in April and didn't have a transfer portal then. You just had to run to Walmart. Blue light special started at 10 o'clock. We showed up at 4. There weren't nothing on the table. So we grabbed what we could and tried to get through the season. But that first year for us was about building a culture and figuring out the kind of kids that we could win with. And then after that first year, we just started winning and to the level we're at now. But I see what he's trying to do. I've coached against all the greats, but nobody's team plays harder than Steve Lutz's. They really play hard. And they had some bad luck tonight too. I don't know if he's been in here or not, but I'm sure the first thing is how many layups they missed. They missed a lot of layups. We take no credit for that. That wasn't our defense. They just missed them. And we were able to use those opportunities to get good looks the other way. But really impressed with their team. There are going to be some teams in this building. Fans were awesome tonight, too. Of course, I've seen the fans when they were more awesome than this, but yeah, that's a story for another day, I guess.
Kelvin, you look good.
Thanks, Robert Allen. You did, too.
I was going to ask
You
you.
get old, you get smarter.
No kidding. The gray, you earn the gray. When you look at this game going into it, was this kind of the way you envisioned it? I know they had a lead early in the ball game, and both teams were playing knockout defense. But
Yeah.
did you kind of see this going the way it went?
Well, three of our best players. I mean, Tugler's a good player. So is Arsenault, and so is Sharp. I mean, all three were in the witness protection program tonight. We didn't get anything out of those guys, and they're really good players. Francis, sometimes he's got that little Gumby thing going with his post moves where they're a little elongated. But I thought we did a good job of handling their press, and but we had a lot of really clean looks, and so did they. They missed some layups and we missed some open looks, but both teams were trying real hard. Both teams were playing hard. We felt like coming in we could guard them. And for the most part, our defense was good. The thing that we did a good job of was take away their transition. They have to be good in transition to be good on offense. They run, they seal. We did a good job of taking that away. Their little guards got downhill a couple of times, but they're going to do that. No matter, you're not going to play perfect. Holding a team to 47 points in their gym and 25%. Obviously, you did something right? But we have a good team, and I think that's our baseline. We have a good team. I don't know how good it is. That story will be written as the next few weeks unfold. But we've been good enough to beat every team we've played thus far, and I think our team is going to continue to get better, just as most of the teams will. But you guys know how hard it is to win on the road in this league. It's just hard. It's a good road win. The people that have never played the game have a tendency to over-evaluate and dice and slice something that doesn't need to be. What was better tonight? Our defense, or their defense? Probably our defense a little bit better, maybe, but our defense was a factor. And if we make a lot of the open looks, if we make 3 or 4 more shots, all of a sudden you shoot. I don't even know what we shot tonight. What did we shoot? 42%. I don't care about that. That's not that important. I was impressed by how they blocked out on the boards. We couldn't get home on the boards tonight, but I think that was more them than us. I mean, they're well coached. They do a lot of good things.
It closed out the final 10 minutes. They scored like a point. They were actually up 17-13. And they get a point the last 10-24. You get 17. Was that just you guys playing better?
Yeah, our defense was good. But, it's your first road game. What do you want us to do, play March basketball? Are we supposed to be great tonight? Of course not. Nobody's great their first game on the road. It's way more important to win than look good. There's a lot of unemployed, pretty offense coaches. Their teams couldn't guard, so they couldn't keep their jobs. It's amazing how people look at the game completely wrong. If I had a choice between having a great offense or a great defense, I'd take a great offense. But that's hard to do. The other team's guarding you too. But being able to defend night in and night out, don't ever take that for granted. You got to be really good to defend, especially in this league. So. But our team's getting better. Steve's team's going to get better. I don't know what they have coming up, but this is a tough league. I think what makes this league tough is outstanding coaches with outstanding home court advantages. You know, and I never take it for granted. I know how hard it is to win on the road in this league.
Got time for one more. I think Ryan, we'll go to Ryan. Go ahead.
Well, Jay, how would you describe Milos's improvement and his growth since he got here?
I mean, I feel like he's getting tougher each and every day. We do a good job of holding them accountable as players, and Coach does a good job holding them accountable in that aspect. So just being tough and playing with confidence, I feel like he's understanding the system more. He's not looking over his shoulder whenever he does something wrong. He knows he has complete freedom out there, so it's just about him going out there and trusting his work, and I think that's what he went out there and did tonight.